Genius is a flower of great rarity that grows in the most unlikely places. Recognition of genius is an accolade that usually becomes a posthumous award. Certainly, this is true of the man called simply O.Henry, master of the tale with a twist, and one of the greatest storytellers of all time. The O.Henry Playhouse, dramatizing some of the most diverting stories ever told.
The Magi, as we all know, were very wise men. They saw a star, and wiser than most of us, followed it. They found a babe and brought him rare, costly gifts. The Magi, in fact, invented Christmas presents. However, our story is not of 2,000 years ago, but now. Its hero is no resplendent Oriental king, but a very young, rather too thin, too intense part-time student. Its heroine is no queen, but a little typist, also very young, not very pretty, except for her wonderful hair, a soft Irish brogue, and the glow that comes from loving. Curious, then, that we and the great O.Henry call this story The Gift of the Magi.
Kathy, over here.
Oh, dear. I know I'm terrible. I had to work back tonight of all nights.
Oh, that's all right. I've had plenty to think about.
Sure you did. But this was the one night in the week you don't have to lecture.
Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Jim.
Oh, let's sit here for a moment.
All right. Oh, I love this little park. Don't you think it's the sweetest place?
Mm-hmm.
What was yesterday like?
Same as always. The office, lecture at night, back to my room, study till 1. What about you?
Same as you. All day long at the office, back to my room. I washed my hair.
It looks glorious. Quite glorious.
You sure you wouldn't be thinking it's a bit old-fashioned, being so long and all?
I would not. It's beautiful. Everything about you is beautiful.
Why, thank you, darling.
And that's what bothers me. It doesn't work anymore.
What doesn't?
Us. Me. The way I lived before. Before that night I met you on the bus.
Why, Jim.
Clerking all day. Lectures and studies all night. It just doesn't work.
But you're not just a clerk. You're going to be a teacher. And until you get your degree, it's got to work.
But it doesn't. Not anymore. Don't you see? It doesn't make sense. You in your bed-sitter halfway across London, and me in mine, hardly ever seeing each other and never alone.
Yes, but...
Kathy, listen. We could find somewhere. Somewhere a little bigger than the places we've got now. Nothing would be changed if we got married, except that we'd be together. I could concentrate then. Because when I looked up from my books, you'd be there.
Oh, Jim, you make it sound so wonderful.
And you could go on working just until I'm through. It's only 2 more years. Kathy, we're all either of us has got.
I know, me sweet, sweet darling, but...
But what? Well, don't you want us to be together?
Don't I want to? It's all I want. Oh, the sweet wonder of it. I could look after you, make you eat properly. We could live on your salary and pay your fees and buy books with mine.
Only till I'm through my exams.
And if I managed awfully well, we could even save a little.
Well, sure. Why not? After all, we're both 21 and no one to consider but ourselves.
That's the truth of it. But I'm scared, Jim.
Scared? Why?
I'm scared for you, me darling. For you.
Look at it. Look at that awful backyard. And all those acres and acres of filthy chimneys.
If you look hard enough, they look like fairy castles.
You think?
Anyway, we'll only be here nights and weekends. Nights there'll be stars, and weekends you'll be sweating like mad, and I'll be cooking and cleaning and thinking what a beautiful, darling man I've married.
It won't be forever. Just for a couple of years.
Who cares? We'll be together, won't we?
You know something? This is the first time ever we've been actually alone. Even if that old harridan of a landlady does walk in any minute.
Oh, let her while she can. She won't be able to bother us after we're married.
She certainly will not. We're going to be able to shut that door, and no one will have the right to walk in here unless we say so.
All of which is going to make it home.
But it's all pretty terrible. You're sure it'll be okay, Kathy?
What a foolish question. Oh, I'll make new curtains to shut out the yard. I'll have everything shining. You won't know this room when I'm through with it, Jim.
Well, one thing, it's central. That helps with fares.
And it's cheap, me beautiful darling. Central and cheap.
Oh, Kathy. Kathy, I love you.
Another present. I'm beginning to feel like a princess.
It's 7 and 9pence worth.
It's 7 and 9pence out of our budget?
Who cares? There are times when budgets are made to be broken.
We've that gas bill to pay this week, me dear improvident princeling.
Oh, Kathy. By the way, I picked up your present in Petticoat Lane. You better sterilize it before you use it.
What was wrong with me old hairbrush?
It was worn out.
And who's to blame me, I ask? The way you're forever making me brush me hair.
Because I like watching you brush your hair.
Do you truly?
You look like a goddess in a Renaissance painting when it flows down your back. All red and burnished gold. And anyway, I like bringing you presents. Even if it's only 2 bobs worth of flowers.
Oh, sure. And I like getting them. But you need things, me darling. Look at that tie.
Tie? What's wrong with it?
Just rotting away from old age.
Hmm.
And that watch band isn't even safe.
Oh, I don't know.
But Jim, it isn't.
Oh, don't fuss. I'll get it repaired.
But you could lose your watch, and you so proud of it.
Mm-hmm. That's a very grand watch. Did you know it was my grandfather's watch?
Sure, I knew it was your grandfather's watch. And I know how you'd feel if you lost it.
Now, who's going to lose it? I'll have the band repaired, I promise. Oh, holy mackerel. Look at the time.
20 to 7. Quickly now, supper's nearly ready. You have your wash while I serve up.
Right. One of these days, you're going to walk out of that place for good and all. We'll get a real house with a real yard.
When you're a teacher, a grand teacher with 13 degrees and a mortarboard.
Look, just give me time. Well, this dump's where we start off, but it won't be the way we finish up.
And that's a promise. Oh, Jim, me darling Jim, whatever will we do now?
You should have told me right away. You should have told me weeks ago.
But I wasn't sure. Don't you see? Yes, I was. I was sure.
Oh, Kathy, why did you keep it a secret?
I couldn't bear to burden you any more just now. You working so hard. It's wearing yourself out.
Kathy, we never ever had secrets from each other. We mustn't start now.
Oh, my darling, I'm so sorry. I truly am.
Don't misunderstand me, darling. I'd be pleased if... Well, if...
Oh, I know. I'd be pleased, too, if we could afford it.
To think of it. Only one more term to the end of this year. And then only one more year to go.
Darling, don't fret. Don't worry your darling head. We'll still manage somehow. I can work for months more yet.
No, you can't rush and tear about all over the place. I won't allow it.
Hark at the man. Who'll be rushing and tearing for heaven's sake? What do I do but sit at a desk all day? Oh, look. We'll save like mad, Jim, as long as I can work.
You're the main thing, Kathy. You and the baby. You're the important things. I don't care if I have to be a clerk for the rest of my life.
Don't you dare talk like that. You're going to teach. Look, I'm not sick. This is what I was made for. I'm young and I'm strong, and I can work like a horse. Truly I can. It's all right, me darling. I just got a little tired, so I thought I'd lie down for a while.
It's no good, you know. I talked to the doctor.
Oh, I'd forgotten the bread, and I ran down those stairs too fast and to the shop, and then back up the stairs too fast. I was tired, that's all.
The doctor says he won't be answerable for what happens unless you stop work.
Oh, don't say that. I can work for ages yet.
No, darling.
But I've got to.
You can't. And that's all there is to it.
What about your fees? And the bills? And all the things for the baby? And the food and the rent and clothes? And your fares and your lunches and your books? What about all those things?
We'll manage.
How?
Well, for one thing, I could take that promotion.
What are you saying? You never wanted the promotion. You'd have to stay on there.
Yes, but
And you'll be sucked into a job you hate. More responsibility, less time to study. You'll be sidetracked. You'll never do what you want. Then you'll never be a teacher. Never.
Now, hold on, Kathy. Calm down. You mustn't get excited. It's not allowed.
I knew it. By all the sweet saints, I knew it. I was right to be scared.
Now, darling, you've got to listen. Darling, I promise I won't take it. Are you listening, Kathy?
Yes, Jim. I'm listening.
We'll plug along just as we've been doing. We'll manage.
Promise?
Promise.
We'll economize.
Heaven knows how, but all right, we'll economize.
No more Friday night presents, not even flowers.
No more presents, not even flowers.
Well now, Kathy has been trying desperately to save some money for a Christmas gift. To buy something rare and fine and sterling and almost worthy of the honor of being owned by such a wonderful princeling as Jim.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oh dear, the shame of it.
Kathy has counted this sum twice already. This time it will come out just the same. 11 shillings and 10 pence. And most of it in pennies. Pennies saved 1 and 2 at a time by haggling with the grocer and the butcher and the greengrocer, until Kathy's cheeks burned with the silent imputation of parsimony that such close dealing implied. And the net result...
11 shillings and 10 pence. Oh, the awful, wicked shame of it. Yes, who is it?
It's Mrs. Tharp, Mrs. Young. Reckon you know what I'm after.
Oh, just coming.
You did say come in.
Well, no, but it doesn't matter.
And how are you feeling, Mrs. Young?
Oh, quite well. Very well, in fact.
It's to be in March, I understand.
Yes, it's to be in March.
I ought to have my head read for letting you stay on, you know. I don't hold with babies, not in my lodgings.
Oh, it'll be a very quiet baby, Mrs. Tharp.
That's what they all say.
Oh, but it will have to be because of Jim's work. There'll be no trouble, truly there won't. Here, 2 weeks' rent.
I must say you're prompt with the rent and always have been. More than I can say for some.
Why, Jim always pays his way.
Blessed if I know how. No more than a couple of kids yourselves and no one to fall back on as far as I can see.
We'll manage. 'Tis no problem at all to us.
Blessed if I know how. But maybe you will at that. Been brushing your hair.
Oh, dear. I forgot to pin it up.
Must say it's very nice hair. Awful long, though.
Jim's very proud of it. The darling boy.
Aye, very nice at that. Well, I can't hang about gossiping half the day. Christmas tomorrow.
Yes, that it is.
Must be turning soft in me old age, letting you stay on. Never bargain for no babies, Mrs. Young.
You're very good to us, Mrs. Thorpe.
Like I said, must be turning soft.
11 shillings and 10pence. Oh, Jim, me poor beautiful darling. What am I going to do?
Is there something you want?
I'm looking for Madame Sophronie.
You? Right.
Well, you advertise in your window hair goods of all kinds.
That is so. You want to buy?
Well, no, not exactly. The fact is, well, the truth is, I haven't made up my mind.
Take your time. I've got till closing time.
That isn't so very long, is it? If I decide, that is, Madame Sophronie, will you buy me hair?
Is what I am here for. I buy here.
It's awfully long. Would you believe it if I told you I can actually sit on it?
Take off your hat.
In all my life, it's never been cut. A long time ago, before she died, my mother said it was my only good feature, and without it I'd be plain, and I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm running on like this.
Please, take off your hat.
No, I'm sorry, I've changed my mind. I can't do it.
So? Very well. Good day, young lady.
But on the other hand, there's really no reason. You couldn't give me a price. I'm not committing myself, you understand, just getting a price.
Look, take off your hat, huh? I got things to do. Christmas tomorrow.
Yes. There.
Let down your hair.
Oh. There.
Nice color. Plenty long. 25 pounds.
25 pounds?
Take it or leave it, young lady.
Oh, I'll take it. Please, cut it off quickly, before I can think what my dear darling man will do when he sees what I've done.
Yes, madam. All right, madam. It will be delivered, madam. Yes, madam. What can I show you?
Oh, it's a present I'll be after. A very special present for a sweet darling man.
Your husband, madam?
Yes.
And how much had you in mind to spend on something special, madam?
£25 if I have to.
I see. Well, now, if you were to come round here a little way, there's a chair. You may like to sit down.
Oh, thank you. But we haven't much time, you know.
That's all right, madam. You leave it to me. I guarantee I'll find exactly what you want.
Thank you. I believe you will. You're very kind.
Now, let's see. Something for your husband to wear, perhaps?
To wear? Yes, I suppose it ought to be something to wear. His overcoat won't last another winter. That would be a sensible gift, wouldn't it?
Overcoats are on the 3rd, madam.
On the other hand... Oh, listen to me. I'm thinking aloud.
That's all right, madam. Perhaps we can think aloud together.
It isn't very easy, you see.
Yes?
We have to be sensible all the time, especially me. And next year, we'll have to be more sensible than ever.
Yes, I believe I understand. In fact, I can see that.
Oh, for years and years and years.
Well, it doesn't do to be too sensible. Not when you're young. Very aging, taking in steady doses. And this is Christmas. A very special time, Christmas.
The money's special, too.
Special?
It isn't budget, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that makes all the difference.
Oh, you do see that?
Of course. beyond a doubt.
You're really awfully kind. Is everyone so sweet in this shop?
Young lady, I'll tell you. Even if you don't spend a penny of that £25 in my department, it's been a tonic just to talk to you.
Really? I wonder why.
Now, was it a watch you had in mind?
Oh, no. Jim has a watch. A terribly grand watch it is. Solid gold. It belonged to his grandfather. It's the only really valuable thing we've got.
Perhaps some cufflinks, then. I can do you a beautiful line in cufflinks and plenty of change out of your £25, too.
Oh, no. You see, I really do know exactly what I want, or I shall when I see it. It's a watch band.
Oh, a watch band.
Solid gold it must be, to go with the watch.
Oh, that's special, all right.
It's not really an extravagance. That cheap band he's got could so easily break, and besides, it doesn't fit that beautiful watch. And what's more, this is the only chance we'll ever have to buy the right kind of band for it. And he's always wanted one. Always.
Sounds to me like the best possible reasons for buying that band while the iron's hot. Let's have a look now. Here we are. Do you like any of these?
Oh, may I see that one, please?
Very nice, that one. And well within our means, too. There we are. Solid gold and very plain. Nice taste, don't you think?
Oh, it looks like Jim. I don't mean plain, I mean, well, quiet and valuable.
And in good taste.
Oh, yes. Jim has simply wonderful taste.
That's quite obvious, madam.
Oh, this is the one. This one's perfect. Isn't it a darling?
And so are you, if I may say so.
Oh, me poor feet. Jim, oh, please, don't let it make any difference to him. Please.
Kathy,
Hello, darling.
Your hair. Cut off your hair.
Yes. Oh, Jimmy, beautiful, wonderful, darling. Don't look at me that way. I had my hair cut off and I've sold it because you work so hard and you're so thin, and I never could give you a present, and I couldn't live through Christmas without giving you one.
Well, I can't believe it. You cut off your hair?
Cut it off and sold it. It's no use looking around for it because it isn't here. Jim, please, it won't matter. I'm me without me hair, aren't I?
It's gone?
Sold and gone too. Don't you see me, darling? It's Christmas Eve. Shall I put the chops on for your supper, Jim?
Kathy, put your hand in my overcoat pocket.
In your pocket?
There's a package. I meant to keep it till tomorrow.
Why, yes. It's here.
Oh, good. Open it up.
Open it up? Now?
Yes.
All right. Christmas wrapped. It must be a present.
A present.
Darling. Oh, my sweet, wonderful darling. The combs. You've bought me the combs. How did you know?
Oh, I've seen how you've eyed them whenever we pass the jewelers.
The combs. The truly genuine tortoiseshell combs with the jeweled rims. Oh, a princess I'll be in these, me love.
And just the shade of your hair.
Oh, the wonder of it. Do you know, I've even dreamt about them, but I never dreamt. Oh, Jim, me beautiful darling.
You see now why you had me going for a while at first. Your beautiful hair all gone.
Oh, who cares? My hair'll soon grow. My hair grows awfully fast. And then I'll be able to wear these beautiful, gorgeous combs.
Merry Christmas, darling.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you, my darling. Oh, I was forgetting. Look in the dressing table drawer. Go on, look. I meant to keep it till tomorrow. Your present.
The present you sold your hair for?
You guessed?
Yes. I guessed.
So, who cares? Not me. It's worth it. It's going to be the best present you ever had. Go on, open the drawer.
All right. Yeah. What? Oh, it's beautiful, darling. It's just beautiful.
Oh, but not quite as beautiful as me beautiful combs. Now, come on, me darling. Give me your watch. I want to see how the band looks on it. Something's funny.
I'll tell you what. Let's put our presents away till tomorrow now. When it's really Christmas.
James Young, what are you keeping from me? Jimmy?
All right. So I sold the watch to get the money to buy your combs.
You what?
Here, give us a kiss.
Oh, Jimmy, be beautiful, darling.
The world of O.Henry was a fascinating forum in which the poor and the wealthy, the sad and the gay rubbed shoulders in the most diverting fashion. Each had a story to tell. This was one of them, brought to you in the O.Henry Playhouse. This was an Artransa production, dramatized by Kay Keaveny and produced by Jim Bradley.